Hello there everybody, what's going on? It's JB here with episode 57 and the first match competitively of season 2. Yes, it might be known as pre-season, with Chelsea in the Community Shield, second place in the Premier League, don't forget, against the cup holders, the League Cup holders, and the treble, in fact the treble winners, Burnley I should say. So let's get over to Wembley as the curtain raiser to the new season begins with the Carrots against Chelsea, and I can promise you some great action. Well, highlights coming up next as Danny Welbeck's brilliant Burnley side who won the treble last year come up against Eddie Hazard's talented Chelsea side who finished second in the league. Who will prevail in the Community Shield? Find out now in a few moments. Well, here we are at Wembley for the curtain raiser to the new season. The FA Community Shield, of course, sponsored by McDonald's of Burnley, who haven't won this particular piece of silver since 1974 when they beat Manchester City at Main Road. 1973 I should say. They face off, and in fact Moussa Dembele, a new signing from Celtic, £13 million he's cost to bring him down from Scotland. A tremendous player for the future, and he lines up this afternoon for Burnley. It's first and second really in the Premier League when you look at it, but Burnley won the clean sheet for the domestic honours, and there's their side. No Chris Wood, as you can see now, he's moved on to pastures new. So Moussa Dembele will take his place alongside Danny Ings up front. Otherwise it's the same sort of formation that really served them well. No Charlie Taylor because he's out for the long-term injury. So Stephen Ward now will probably get a bit of a run in the side now, certainly through the first half of the season. John Stetsy, a remarkable achievement with a Burnley side that really got them buzzing on all fronts last year domestically, down to the European Cup to play for Chelsea. Well, they're resting a few players there, as you can see. Courtois, Fabregas amongst others. They do have a great front three there to be feared. Hazard, Willian and Morata in the centre. Bakayoko and Kante will certainly relish it. 5 at the back, as you can see. 3 centre backs, Azpilicueta, Zuma and Demba Luiz, and Willy Caballero, the former Manchester City goalkeeper, will get the nod in goal. So the scene is set then for the opening game of the new season at Wembley, and the man in charge of today's proceedings is Mike Jones. Here's Welbeck. 5 minutes gone at Wembley. Welbeck with a cross, half charge down. Welbeck will try again, and Chelsea can get it away. Now Morata. Beautiful sunlit afternoon here for the curtain raisers to the new season. Here's Hazard. Burnley in fact start their league campaign against Bournemouth. Here's Kante now. Big opportunity here for Chelsea. Shot was deflected. Morata puts it wide. That's an awful miss from Morata's high standards. Kante's shot was blocked bravely by Shawcross, and then with the goalkeeper out of the ground, Morata inexplicably hit it wide from 6 yards. Shell's got there, the former Chelsea man. He's got Ings and Dembele waiting in the middle. That's towards Ings. Oh, he should have scored. Another gilt-edged chance in the first half, and this time Burnley's turn to feel hard done by as Ings misses with a diving header. This is Schürrle. 33 minutes gone, and apart from those 2 gilt-edged chances, a pretty forgettable first half. Here's Trippier. It's a decent ball, and Dembele's there. Oh, another bad miss. Well, we've had a few misses this afternoon. Lovely football again from Burnley, and he's hit it into the floor, and it's bounced the wrong side of the post. Oh, frustration upon frustration. Welbeck. Little chip in there towards Dembele. That's a good header, but over the top. Burnley starting to make a few things happen in this first half. Little dink cross in there, and the header just a bit too high there. And a nice idea from Burnley, trying to make things happen. So we come up towards the 39th minute of this traditional curtain raiser to the new football season. Of course, the league season gets underway. This is Azpilicueta. Alonso. The league season, I should have said, gets underway at the end of next week, 6 days time. Now Alonso. Morata. It's a deep cross. Willian at the back post. That's a great save. A terrific save there by Heaton. First real save he's had to make, and he was up to the challenge there. Now Ings now leading or launching a counter-attack at the other end. Here's Welbeck through the centre. Trippier now round the right. Has to turn back, but he runs into traffic. Azpilicueta wasn't being befooled. And there goes the half-time whistle. Well, it's not been a classic first half, but there's been plenty of goal-mouth activity and maybe 3 or 4 kill-edge opportunities. It should really be 2-2. But we have a half-time situation here at Wembley in the Community Shield for 2017 of Burnley 0, Chelsea 0. So we're into the second half for the 2018 Community Shield. I forgot to mention that at half time. I said 17, so apologies for that. As Share goes forward, and now we're going in the fight. Oh, what a chance! Well, we've had over an hour here in this Community Shield, and still no way through yet. But here's a change. Riyad Mahrez, signed from Leicester City, replaces Willian. Moses. Bakayoko to Hazard. It's a long one out towards Alonso. Keeps that in remarkably well on the far side. Less than 20 minutes to go. Now Mahrez. Still Mahrez. Pulled back towards Bakayoko. He might hit one. Morata might hit one. Bakayoko can hit one. And he's hit the crossbar, I think. And he's bounced away. And it's gone behind. And there's going to be some substitutions. Cesc Fabregas to be replaced by Bakayoko. And Burnley about to make a substitution themselves. Jordan Ibe will come on to replace Danny Welbeck down the right hand side. Heaton. Defoe. Oh, that's careless. Wall was never in a position to receive the ball. Stephen Defoe now playing a casual ball, and it could cost them here. Fabregas still, good shot. It's going to fall for Mahrez, who scores. Chelsea in front, and a game really that's been littered with big missed opportunities. And Riyad Mahrez had the easiest one of the lot, and he scooped it in there, the substitute. And the treble winners could well be losing the Community Shield this afternoon. They let Fabregas go here. There's the shot, and really Tom Heaton could do little else but parry it into the path of Mahrez. We were leaving him onside as well. And Stephen Ward was very slow to react, and in came Mahrez, and Chelsea take the lead here. And it's going to need a really major comeback with 12 minutes to go to save this one. 1-0 to Chelsea. Mahrez the scorer. Now Ibe. Right from the restart. Ings now, big chance. Ings charged down, he'll try again. And he's been kept alive, but David Luiz was well positioned and well stationed there. Practically on mark though to get it away. And it's going to be all hands on deck now for Chelsea as they try to preserve this 1-goal lead and might go for a second one, but it's good defending again now. Defoe has it to Ibe. Dembele. That's a good ball, and Ibe's in behind. Big chance now. Oh, what a terrific goal! Well, and don't you just know it? The substitutes that have come on have scored the goals. You had Mahrez at one end, and then Jordan Ibe, who's just come on as a substitute, had just scored another lovely goal to bring Burnley back into the game. Terrific shot. And we've got a final now and a grandstand finish. 1-1, Jordan Ibe. I think that's his first goal for Burnley, so a big moment for him, and he's come at Wembley with 4 minutes to go. We're now playing the last minute of the game. Here's Hazard. Chance here to win it. Hazard! Oh, he's hit it over. Well, that could be that really as far as the chances are concerned, because if it ends a draw after 90 minutes, no extra time required, we go straight to a penalty shootout. And if we are going to go to a penalty shootout, which is looking increasingly like being so, then we're going to have this new ABBA system that's been in place now for over a season in operation. As Dembele now comes forward, it might still not be needed, as Dembele's cross is a good one, but it's headed away, and the referee Jones blows for full time. So we are going to have a penalty shootout, no extra time required. So penalties it will be to decide the Community Shield. After a full-time score here, after 90 minutes of Burnley 1, Chelsea 1. Penalties coming right up here at Wembley. Well, welcome back to Wembley and the penalty shootout. It's going to be Burnley to go first, then Chelsea will get the next two. Sheringham with the first penalty then. Oh, he's hit it wide. That was a bad miss. Now Hazard to go first for Chelsea. Remember, they've got 2 spot kicks in a row. Long run up this time from Hazard. And he's missed. Good save from Tom Heaton. But now Fabregas steps forward and Chelsea have a second chance to give themselves an advantage in the penalty competition. And he's completely messed it up. It was a poor penalty. Now the next 2 for Burnley. Dembele with the first of the 2. That's more like it. Dembele showing the rest how it should be done. 1-0 to the Clarets. Now Defoe to make it 2-0. Oh, he's missed it. But Burnley in front, and David Luiz with the next 2 here for Chelsea. Or one of the next 2. And he's saved again. Heaton. 3 saves for him. Now then, can Marathi get Chelsea on the board now? Little run up, and he's just about put it in. 1-1. Next 2 now for Burnley. Danny Ings with it. Oh! Well, these misses are getting bad now. Here comes Tom Davis now. Surely he won't miss. He won't. 2-1. And it means now if Chelsea fail with the next one, it's all over. And Morris to bring the game, who brought the game to penalties, or scored in the 90 minutes. If he fails, it's all over. And it's all over! Burnley have won the Community Shield. But I have to say, the penalty shootout was an absolute... littered with horrible misses from not just Chelsea but from Burnley as well. But Burnley scored enough on the day. 2-1 they've won on penalties. And this sums up the prime example of poor penalties. Tom Heaton had to just take a step towards his left hand side as he looked, and he made a marvellous save. And Burnley now take the clean sheet to domestic honours by adding the Community Shield to their roll of honour. Well, what a game it has been. A great spectacle for the FA, certainly when the second half got underway. But it's Burnley that triumphed overall. And Tom Heaton, who lifted the Carabao Cup, the Premier League trophy and the FA Cup last season, now prepares to hoist the Community Shield aloft. Burnley the winners of the 2018 Community Shield, sponsored by McDonald's, and just about worthy winners on the face of it. They trailed to a penalty, or they trailed to a goal from Riyad Mahrez for Chelsea after 78, but Jordan and I brought them back into the game not long after, and then in the most remarkable penalty shootout, when there were more misses than missed penalties than successful ones, Burnley came out on top, 2-1 on penalties, and they celebrate the Community Shield. They're the winners by 2-1 on penalties after a 1-1 draw at Wembley. Yes, there was a lot of Christ almighty, we had to leave a lot of it out. We showed you the very best bits there. The gilt-edged chances in the first half, the 2 goals, it was all... But there was so much more that we could have kept in, but we had to leave out. But, well, we've taken the green sleep of domestic honours, and we had the Community Shield to what we've already won last season, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup and the Premier League title. So we hold all the big major honours domestically, so well done to us. And but it was a remarkable penalty shootout, littered with some awful penalties from both sides. It was a disgrace of a penalty shootout, it really was. I was lost for words commentating on it, and well, I was lost for words playing it as well as commentating on it as well. So it just illustrates how nervous you can be, even when there's just a Community Shield. Anyway, we've got some more pre-season. We've got a pre-season. We've got some more signings, so we'll just do a video on that, and then video after that we'll start with Bournemouth, and then the video after that we'll start with Wolves. So join us for episode 58, where we'll just be prepping, fine-tuning for the start of the season. So no action, but there'll be some new signings, I can guarantee you that. So stick around for that one. But from now, from episode 57, Burnley won the Community Shield in this episode. A terrific achievement, really, when you think about it. 2-1 on penalties after a 1-1 draw. See you for the next episode. But for me, JB, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.